Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Buffalo Buffheads Baseball. And this is WAPBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. We're coming to you from out here at the park. Today, the visiting Buffalo Buffheads will test the Terrapins at home. Overall, they now stand at 1-3, having lost 3 in a row. This is the second of a 3-game set. But Buffheads took the first. The Terrapins take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Terrapins. Swasina at first base. Nabe at second. Doolin, the shortstop. Walsh at third. The outfield consists of Simmons in left field, Meyer in center field, and Duncan over in right. Jacklish is behind the plate, and today the Buffheads will try to solve the righty Suggs. Now this is Suggs' second start of the season. No wins, 1 loss. On his last outing, he lost. After 1 game, his ERA at 6.43. He will be facing Buffheads starter, right-hander Ford. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Here's Egler to start it off. Egler, a fair hitter so far this season. 7 for 18. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once. Joe has 2 steals and 2 tries. Pitcher Suggs set to go. The pitch. Wrapped back to the mound, and he spears it over to first, and Egler is retired. Smith to face Suggs. Not in there for his bat to date. Only 1 for 17. He's walked once. He's stolen 1 base. Smith does not get on much. Smith stands in. Suggs gets set to work on him. The pitch comes in. Routine grounder to second. He's up with it. He flips the Swasina, and they get him. And that's out number 2. All right, Henford walks up. The Buffheads have 2 down. Bases clear. Charlie can hit. To date, at bat 5 for 16. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once. Batter ready. Suggs gets set to work on him. Suggs comes to him. Healthy cut by Henford, but all he hits is air. He's out on strikes. 3 down. Suggs sets them down in order. Buffheads, nothing. Terrapins coming up. For the Buffheads, their record now, 3-1. In the league, they enter this game number 2 in batting at 288. 4th in homers with no. 4th in runs scored. 3rd in slugging. 2nd best in stolen bases with 5. 3rd in on-base percentage. 4th in ERA at 2.75. The Buffheads take the field here in the first. Defensively for Buffalo, Egler at first base, Downey at second, Loudon the shortstop, Smith at third. The trio in the outfield. In left is Young. In center, Henford. And over in right, Delahanty. Blair is behind the plate and on the mound for the Buffheads. The right-handed Ford. Ford, his first appearance of the season. Good control. Meyer to lead it off for the Terrapins. Right-handed batter to face Ford. Meyer, recently known as a solid hitter to date. 6 for 17. He has yet to walk. Ford prepared to work. The pitch. Low. Ball 4. Meyer hustles down to first. That was Meyer's first walk of the season. For Baltimore, no outs. Runner on first. We have Duncan coming up to hit. He bats left. Vern is a tough out. On the year, 2 for 14. He's walked once. Blair talking with Ford. They want to hold Meyer close. In the box now. Ford looking in at the target. The sacrifice is on. The delivery, and he fouls it back. Strike one. Ford delivers again. Duncan squares. Here's the pitch. It's bunted toward third. Smith grabs it. His only play is at first, and he goes there for the out. And Meyer moves up. One down. Meyer on at second for Baltimore. Walsh up the bat. Jimmy can hit. So far at the plate, 8 for 16. No walks yet. Meyer at second can go to warp speed. Walsh now ready. Ford put on the rubber. Righty against righty. Checks Meyer at second. Meyer extending his lead. The pitch smashed toward the gap in right center. Hanford gallops for it. He cuts it off. Meyer is digging. He screams around third. He ran right through the red light. Here's the throw. The play at the plate. What a throw. And he's out. You bet he's out. 2 down. And Walsh ends up at second. One on. Jacklish up. He's their cleanup hitter. He has the talent to do some damage. So far, 4 hits in 17 trips. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice. Jacklish now ready. Blair sets up. Walsh at second takes a big lead. The pitch hit like a shot. Downey waves on it, but it's by him into right. Walsh is around third. They're waving Walsh in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Jacklish holds it first for the single. So Jacklish for the Ribby single, and the Terrapins go ahead by a run, 1-0 first inning. And Jacklish now has 4 runs batted in on the season. 1 on, the bottom of the first inning. The next Terrapins batter is Simmons, right-hander. Simmons, a fair hitter. So far at the plate, 2 for 14. He's walked once. The batter stands in. Ford will go to work on him. Here's a pitch. Grounded to Loudon. He feels it. Over to first, 3 down. For the Terrapins, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. And they go ahead in the game. The score now stands 1-0 Terrapins as we head for the top of the second inning. Loudon, Young, and Delahanty to bat next. Loudon will start the second. A sure hitter so far at the plate. 7 hits in 17 trips. He's walked twice. He's stolen 1 base. Loudon steadies his bat. Suggs prepared to work. Suggs delivers. Slice towards second, and he's got it. Nabe grabs a liner, and Loudon is gone. 1 away. Next up, Buffalo hitter Young. Capable of some fine hitting. To date, batting 7 for 17. He has 3 RBIs. No walks yet. Batter ready. Suggs focuses in on the target. Suggs deals. Slow roller toward third. Walsh has to rush his peg. And he gets his man, and that's the second out. Here comes Delahanty to take his cuts. An unlikely hero to date. 2 for 14. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once. Jacklish sets up. The pitch. Banged to left center. Base hit. Delahanty rounds first and holds with a single. Two outs. Runner on first. Blair the hit. He does not hit for average. On the year, 5 for 14. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked twice. Batter waits. Suggs is ready to fire it in. Suggs now. Hit like a bullet right between Walsh and Doolan. A clean single for Blair. Simmons is galloping for it. Delahanty is around second. But the third base coach has his arms in the air. Delahanty stops at second. As the throw comes in, the Buffheads put 2 singles back-to-back. Okay for Buffalo. Runners at first and second. 2 gone. The top of the second inning. Downey comes out to face Suggs. Bats right. Not in there for his bat. So far, 4 for 14. He has 6 RBIs. He's walked once. Suggs, foot on the rubber, checks Delahanty at second. The runners take their lead. The offering to Downey. Bounce to Doolan. He's up with it. Flips to Nabe at second. And that retires the side. For the Buffheads, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They leave 2. An opportunity wasted after 1.5. It's still 1-0. Terrapins. Swasina, Doolan, and Nabe to bat next. Swasina to lead it off. He has the talent to do some damage. To date, at bat, 2 for 13. Ford prepared to work. The pitch. Swasina hits it in the air to fairly deep right field. Delahanty is over. And so is the at-bat from Swasina. 1 away. Now coming to bat for the Terrapins. Doolan. Mickey will hurt you. To date, batting 3 hits in 14 trips. He's walked once. Doolan stands in. Now Ford ready. The pitch is on the way. Swung on, chopping ground ball up the middle. Loudon is over. Stabs for it, and he's got it. Fires to first, in time. 2 away. It's now Nabe, the bat. He swings from the right side. His recent track record at the plate isn't good at all. On the year, 4 hits in 14 trips. He has 2 RBIs. Catcher Blair sets his target. The pitch. Grounded hard wide of third. Smith just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. 3 away. So the Terrapins go quietly. We've played 2. Buffheads still down by 1. For Buffalo, here in the third, Ford, Egler, and Smith. Ford to lead it off. Russ taking his first at bat of the season. He stands in. Pitcher Suggs eyeing Ford. Now he's ready. To the plate. Swing and a miss, and Ford is out. 1 down. Egler walking up to bat. Suggs gets set to work on him. The pitch. It's looped to right. Duncan coming on, but he won't get it, and Egler is on at first. Here's Smith for Buffalo. 1 out, 1 on. A rabbit on first. Jacklish ready to receive. First baseman Swasina holding the runner on. He cranks and fires high, and Egler is off the bag. Jacklish pumps, but he holds the ball. Ball 1. Smith ready to take on Suggs again. Jacklish sets up. He comes home. Check swing. Strike 3. 2 away. Buffheads hitter Hanford. Catcher ready. Suggs cranks it up. Swung on, stroked solidly to left field. It drops in front of Simmons. He feels it. Eggler is around second, but the coach flashes the stop sign. He'll stop there as the throw comes in, and Charlie is on with a single. Two on, the top of the third inning. Now Loudon to face Suggs. One RBI for Baldy this season. Suggs sets up on the rubber again. Righty against righty. Checks Eggler at second. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Oof! Loudon flails the air, but fails to make contact. That's strike three. That's three away. That'll do it for Buffalo. No runs on two hits, two left. An opportunity wasted. Terrapins over the Buffheads. 1-0. For Baltimore. Here in the third, Suggs, Meyer, and Duncan. Pitcher Suggs to lead it off. Offensively this season, 0-2 trips. Suggs ready. Right-hander Ford ready. Ford with the pitch. High fly ball to center. Hanford drifts back. He's at the warning track. Taps the glove and brings it down. One down. Here's Meyer. In the box now. Ford looking home. The pitch. Swung on, routine grounded to second. Downey scoops it, flips to first. Bad throw. His foot was off the bag. And Meyer is safe at first. Downey picks up an error. Next batter, Duncan. Ford set. Ford comes to him. Strike three. And Duncan is hopping mad. He's jumping up and down. No, wait, he's not angry. He's hurt. The pitch hit him. Duncan's in pain, but he seems to be okay, and he trots down to first. Okay, one out. Meyer on second, Duncan on first. Here's Walsh to take his swings. Jimmy steps up. Ford is on the slab. Ford poised. Body rigid. He wheels and deals. Ground ball to Loudon. Could be two. Flips to Downey at second. Over to first. Not in time. Meyer moves to third. Two on. The bottom of the third inning. It's now Jacklish the bat. He's their cleanup hitter. Fred has 4 RBIs this season. Jacklish takes his stance. Catcher Blair sets his target. Now he comes home with it. Jacklish pops it up behind the plate. Blair tosses the mask away, moves under it, and makes the catch to retire the side. For the Terrapins, no runs, no hits, and 1 Buffheads error. They leave 2. So the Terrapins fail to cash in on the 2 runners. 3 complete here in Baltimore. Buffheads still with a 1-run deficit. For Buffalo, it'll be Young, Delahanty, and Blair. Young to lead it off. Young steadies his bat. Suggs looking home. The pitch. High fly deep to right. Duncan going back. He's there. And makes the one-handed grab. 1 away. Delahanty is stepping up to hit against Suggs. Right-handed Suggs goes to the set position. He comes home. Blooper to center toward the gap. Meyer runs in on it. Doolin is backing up. Meyer makes the catch. 2 down. Now coming to bat for the Buffheads, Blair. Suggs poised. Suggs brings it. Grounded to third. The throw to first. And he's out. 3 away. So the Buffheads go down 1-2-3 after 3.5. It's still 1-0. Terrapins. The Terrapins will have Simmons, Swasina, and Doolin here in the fourth. Here's Simmons to lead it off. Simmons steps up to the plate. Ford prepares to come home. The pitch. Simmons pops a little fly. Back of second. Downey did Loudon going out. Henford coming in. Coming in. And Henford makes the catch in front of Loudon. 1 away. Swasina is stepping up to hit against Ford. 1 gone. Catcher Blair sets his target. He brings it in. Popped up off third. Smith drifts into foul territory and gathers it in for out number 2. Right-handed batter Doolin now walks out to bat. Ford prepared to work. He comes home. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Henford is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Doolin hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brakes. With 2 outs, he'll hold up. Double for Doolin. For Doolin, his first double of the season. For Baltimore, Doolin on second, 2 down. We have right-handed Nabe to bat for the Terrapins. In the box now. Ford prepared to work. Speedy Doolin edging toward third. Ford comes home. Low. Ball 4. Nabe hustles down to first, setting up the force. That was Nabe's first walk of the season. 2 on, the bottom of the 4th inning. Suggs up to hit. Suggs now ready. Blair crouched down now. The pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Suggs stands in again. Right-handed Ford goes to the set position. The runners take their lead. The pitch grounded hard at Smith. He's up with it. Fires to second. And they get him for the 3rd out. For the Terrapins, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. So the Terrapins fail to cash in on the 2 runners after 4. Terrapins up by 1. For Buffalo, here in the 5th, Downey, Ford, and Aigler. Downey to lead it off for the Buffheads. Right-handed hitter to face Suggs. Downey relaxes himself at the plate. Jacklish ready to receive. Now Suggs pitches. Downey gets serious wood on this one. It's got plenty of hang time. Downey got under it just a hair, and there to make the catch is Duncan. 1 away. One gone. Bases clear for Buffalo. Next up, pitcher Ford. Ford now ready. Suggs looking in. Suggs brings it. Fastball high. Free pass to Ford, and Russ takes first. And that's the first walk issued by Suggs. That was Ford's first walk of the season. 1 on. Aigler walks up. He bats left. Aigler is 1 for 2. It will be tough to turn 2 with Aigler at the plate. Swift-footed Ford at first. Right-hander Suggs ready. And Ford is stealing. Great jump. Jacklish comes up throwing the sweep tag. Nails him. Jacklish got rid of that ball in a hurry. 2 away. So Aigler will get back in there. Catcher Jacklish sets his target. Suggs comes to him. A whiff. That's 3 away. The line for the Buffheads. No runs, no hits, no errors. So they do not tally. Terrapins still with a 1-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Buffheads will face the top of the order here in the 5th. Meyer, Duncan, and Walsh. Here's Meyer to lead it off. OK power. Batter waits. Ford staring in, ready to work. The pitch. It's hop to the right side. Aigler fields it on the big bounce. He will flip the Ford. And Meyer is retired. Next batter, Duncan. Duncan, decent bat control. Ford gets set to work on him. He comes home. That's high and deep by Duncan. Hanford is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. 2 away. All right, 2 outs. Base is empty. For Baltimore. Right-handed batter Walsh steps up to face Ford. Jimmy is 1 for 2. And he scored a run. Ford prepared to work. Ford kicks and deals. Walsh lashes one to right. It falls, and Walsh is on with a single. That's Walsh's 2nd hit of the game. Terrapins hitter Jacklish. Fred is 1 for 2. He's driven in a run. Jacklish waiting for Ford. Ford set. The runner's going. Here's the pitch. Jacklish slaps one to the right side. Downey stabs for it. It's by him. Downey had broken for 2nd, and he hit it right through the hole. Walsh hustles into 3rd. And Jacklish collects a lovely hit. A textbook hit and run. 2nd safety for Jacklish. Two on. The bottom of the 5th inning. Simmons now walks out to bat. Ford now set. Here's the pitch. He inside outs at the right. Over near the line. Delahanty charges over. And he one-hands it for the out. For the Terrapins. No runs on 2 hits. 2 left. So the Terrapins fail to cash in on the 2 runners. 5 in the books here in Baltimore. Buffheads still with a 1-run deficit. The big hitters coming up against Suggs. 2, 3, 4. Smith, Hanford, and Loudon. Here's Smith to lead it off. And he hacks from the right. Smith in the box. Suggs is ready to fire it in. To the plate. Grounded hard to short. Doolin fields it. Over to Spacina at first. In plenty of time. 1 down. One gone. 6th inning. Right-handed batter Hanford steps up to face Suggs. Hanford now ready. Suggs looking home. Here comes the pitch. Didn't mean to swing. A slow roller to the left side. Doolin will have to rush his throw, and he gets Hanford. Nice play. 2 away. Loudon to face Suggs. Baldy is hitless in 2 at-bats. In the box now. Suggs ready. And a pitch. Loudon sends one to left center. Meyer is racing over. Simmons is on the run. The two pass in the night. And Meyer makes the catch. 3 down. So the Buffheads are retired in order. Terrapins over the Buffheads. 1-0. And they'll try to add to that lead coming up. For Baltimore, it'll be Swasina, Doolin, and Nabe. Swasina starts it for the Terrapins. Very little power. He stands in. Ford looking in. Ford brings it to the plate. Fly ball center field. Plenty of room. Hanford is there and takes it in. 1 down. Doolin coming up. Doolin not looking like a threat. Doolin waiting. Catcher ready. Here's a pitch from Ford. Doolin hits a ground hugger towards second. Downey picks it up and flips to first. Routine. 2 gone. Two down. 6th inning. Nabe up the bat. Nabe is 0 for 1 with a walk. Right-handed Ford goes to the set position. Now he comes home with it. Nabe tops it down the third baseline. It'll be a tough play for Smith. The off-balance peg. Yes! Got him by a stride. Sweet play by Smith. 3 away. So the Terrapins go in order. Buffheads trailing by 1, and they'll try to get it back coming up. For Buffalo, here in the 7th, Young, Delahanty, and Blair. To get it going, Young. Catcher Jacklish sets his target. The pitch. Young chops it towards Fasina. He backs up and plays the big hop. He waves off Suggs and takes it himself. 1 away. One out. Delahanty will bat next for Buffalo. A right-sider. You don't see Frank on much. He's a free swinger. He stands in. Suggs looking in. The pitch to Delahanty. Delahanty jacks one to deep left. Simmons retreats, still going back to the track, to the wall, and puts it away. 2 away. Blair is stepping up to hit against Suggs. Blair is 1 for 2. Walter does not get extra base hits. Jacklish sets up. Now he comes home with it. They're screaming a liner, but right at Swasina. He snatches it in midair. That was an atom ball. 3 away. So the Buffheads go in order. The score still 1-0. Terrapins leading. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. For Baltimore, here in the 7th, Suggs, Meyer, and Duncan. Suggs leading it off. Ford ready. Ford comes home. High and inside, ball 1. Suggs stands in again. Ford ready. The offering to Suggs. Loop to left toward the gap. And it's up for a hit. Young gets it back in, and Suggs is on at first. And that's his first. hit this season. For Baltimore, no outs. Suggs on first. Baltimore now sends Meyer to bat, hitting at .316. Suggs will get a good jump. Ford gets set to work on him. Big hole on the right side. Suggs not wandering too far. He squares. Here's the pitch, body toward first. Egler feels it, looks down to second, and tosses to Downey, covering first for the easy out. A sacrifice for Meyer. Suggs moves down to second. All right, Duncan up to hit. For Baltimore, one out. Suggs on second. On the day, he's 0 for 1. He also reached once when he was hit by the pitch, and he gave himself up once. Suggs on second is fast enough here. Baltimore starter. Suggs pitching tough, but the Terrapins could use a little insurance. Ford is on the slab. Walsh stretches in the on-deck circle. Checks Suggs at second. He comes home, and it's a hard line to Downey. Great catch. 2 gone. One on, right-handed hitter Walsh gets set to bat against Ford. Jimmy is 2 for 3, and he scored a run. Walsh ready. Ford is ready to fire it in. Ford spins and fakes the pickoff to second, and Suggs scrambles back to second. Now Ford is set again. The pitch to Walsh. It's up to the right side. Egler feels it and touches it up, and that's out number 3. For the Terrapins, no runs on 1 hit. 1 left. They fail to capitalize on the runner, holding a slight edge. Terrapins still with a 1-run lead. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Downey, Ford, and Egler due up for Buffalo. Downey to lead it off for the Buffheads. Downey is hitless in 2 at-bats. Suggs is on the slab. Suggs staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Swung on, grounded to Walsh at third. Throws quickly. Out by a step. 1 down. Ford is scheduled to hit. Suggs climbs the mound. Right-hander Suggs ready. Suggs deals. Base hit right field, and Ford is aboard with a single. The tying run is on. One on. Egler will bat next for Buffalo. We're back at the top of the order. Egler 1 for 3. Swift-footed Ford at first. Suggs climbs the mound, sets his grip with the ball out of sight. Checks Ford on first. Space on the right. Ford leading off. The pitch. Yanked towards second. Nabe takes it on 1 hop. Flips to Doolin. They get him. Over to first. Oh, double play. For the Buffheads, nothing across. There were no errors, so they do not tally. We've played 7.5. Buffheads down 1-0. Jacklish, Simmons, and Swasina to bat next. Jacklish to lead it off for the Terrapins. Right-handed batter to face Ford. He's hitting .353. Jacklish is 2 for 3, driven in 1. The batter stands in. Blair sets up. Ford kicks and deals. Grounded to Downey. He scoops it up. Flips to first. And there's 1 away. We have Simmons coming up to hit. He hits from the right. Simmons has patience. Simmons 0 for 3. Starter Suggs looking strong, but an extra run would give him a little room. Catcher Blair sets his target. And a pitch. Low and away. Ball one. Simmons ready to take on Ford again. Right-hander Ford. Ready. Ford into the wind. It's hopped to the right side. Hagler feels it on the big bounce. He will flip the Ford. And Simmons is retired. 2 down. Next to bat for Baltimore is Swasina from the right. Swasina 0 for 3. Ford ready. He brings it home. Swasina smashes one down the line. Smith grabs it near the bag. He wings a long throw to first and gets Swasina by a stride. Terrapins gone. So the Terrapins go down 1-2-3. Terrapins stop 1-0. Baltimore will now face the Buffalo strength. Smith, Hanford, and Loudon. Smith will lead off the 9th. Smith does not get on much. Fred is hitless in 3 at-bats. Suggs stretches his arms above his head. Batter in the box. Sets his cap. Waits for the pitch. Suggs foot on the rubber. The pitch. Squibber in front of the plate. Jacklish grabs it. Fires to first. And Smith is retired. And there's one away. Buffalo now sends Hanford to bat from the right. Hanford 1 for 3. Hanford is a threat for the extra base hit. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. So now Hanford stands in. Now ready. Suggs sets up on the rubber again. Stares down the hill for Jacklish sign. Now Suggs ready. Now Suggs comes home with it. It's a ground hugger to short. Doolin gloves it and easily throws out Hanford. 2 away. Well, Buffheads down to their final out. Loudon for hit. They need to get him on. Loudon 0 for 3. 1 needed, and Loudon brings the necessary skills. The batter stands in, works his hands on the bat handle. Now ready. Suggs sets up on the rubber again. Righty against righty. Suggs poised. He breathes deeply. Exhales. Here's a pitch from Suggs. Pulled hard into the hole. Past Walsh. Doolin is there. Spins. The long throw to first. Safe. The ump is pointing forcefully. Swasina's foot was off the bag. He'll pick up an error on that play. The tying run is on. Okay, folks, listen up. Here's left-handed Young to take his swings for Buffalo. Loudon down at first. 2 away. Down by 1. Young 0 for 3. They'll have to work around Young's power. If we ever get the bottom of the 9th inning, the Terrapins have Doolin, Nabe, and Suggs. Young pulls at his sleeve, rubs his wrist, taps the bat on his left heel. Suggs stretches his arms above his head, does a little personal grooming. Young takes his place in the box. Now ready. Suggs is on the slab. Suggs is ready to fire it in. They're holding Loudon, but he's well off the bag. Quick move to the plate. This one is hit. It may carry. It's way back. Simmons makes the catch at the track, and that's the final out of the game. The Terrapins have won it, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Mac. The Buffheads leave the tying run on. Our apprehension is released. Suggs has the shutout. A complete game. And a beautiful 5-hitter. That's his first shutout of the season. Here's the line for the Terrapins. A run on 6 hits. 1 miscue. They leave 8 for the Buffheads. No runs on 5 hits. One miscue for the Buffheads, and they leave 5. Suggs gets the win, his first. His record now 1-1. Ford takes the loss, his first. His record now 0-1. So the Terrapins gained a step in this 3-game series. They now stand at 1-1 for the Terrapins after dropping 3 in a row. They win 1 for the Terrapins. Overall, they now stand at 2-3 for the Buffheads. Overall, 3-2. In the next game, the Buffheads will have another try. That puts the wraps on this one. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Baltimore. Final score, Baltimore Terrapins 1, Buffalo Buffheads 0. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Pittsburgh Rebels baseball. Join the crowd and enjoy the action. You're on 66 WAPBA. We're coming to you from out here at the park, where the Tip Tops will host the visiting Pittsburgh Rebels. Their record now, 1-4, having lost 2 in a row. This is the 3rd game in this 4-game series. The Tip Tops have been shut down by the Rebels so far. The Tip Tops take the field here in the first. Manager Schendel sends out his squad this way. Myers at first base. Hoffman at second. Gagnier, the shortstop. Westerzill at third. The outfield consists of Cooper in left field, Evans in center field, and Shaw over in right. Land is behind the plate and warming up in the pen now for Brooklyn. The right-hand throwing Marion. This is Marion's first start of the season. No record yet. After 1 game, his ERA at 9. He will be facing Rebels starter right-hander Netzer. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Savage leading off the first. So far this season, batting .381. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 23 trips. Savage steadies his bat. Marion staring in, ready to work. Now Marion pitches. Savage dribbles it to a third. Westerzill will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Savage. 1 away. For Pittsburgh, nobody on. 1 out. Jones up. Davey will hurt you. He'll wait for his pitch. Batter set. Marion prepares to come home. The pitch. Jones swings. He goes the other way. Lined over third. Foul. Strike 1. So Jones steps back in. Marion ready. The pitch. He goes the other way. Blooper to left center. toward the gap. Evans runs in on it. Gagnier is backing up. It drops in, and Jones is on it first with a base hit. And that's his first hit this season. Here's Lennox coming to the plate. Ed off to a terrific start, batting .294 and slugging 2 homers, 3 RBI. Jones at first has wings. Marion prepared to work. They're holding Jones, but he's well off the bag. Quick move to the plate. A laser off the bat of Lennox. Gagnier leaps for it. Over his head and on into left. Jones is rounding second, but the third base coach has his arms in the air. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, a pair of singles for Pittsburgh. Runners at first and second. One out. Left-handed hitter Oakes gets set to bat against Marion. Hitting .250. On the season, Oakes has 4 runs batted in. The batter stands in. Marion, foot on the rubber. Marion comes set. The runners take their lead. He lets it go. Grounded hard to Westersill. He scoops it up. Fires to second, and they get him. Over to first. Not in time. Safe at first. And Jones moves to third. The Rebels have 2 outs. Runners at the corners. The top of the first inning. It's now Bradley to bat. On the season, hitting at .333. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 21 trips. Marion sets up on the rubber again. Eyes locked in on Land for the sign. Right-hander Marion ready. The runners take their lead. Marion deals a towering fly ball to left center. Evans is racing over. This should do it. He's under it and makes the catch. For the Rebels, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They leave 2. They waste the runners. Rebels, nothing. Tip-tops coming up. For the Rebels, their record now, 4 wins and 1 losses. With 4 straight wins in the league, they're 6th in batting at .236. On top in homers with 4. Tied for second in runs. Number 2 in slugging. Third in stolen bases with 4. Fourth in on-base percentage. Fourth in ERA at 2.66. The Rebels take the field here in the first. Let's see. Defensively for Pittsburgh, Bradley at first base. Lewis at second. Holly the shortstop. Lennox at third. And the outfield. In left is Jones. In center, Oakes. And over in right, Savage. Berry is behind the plate and on the mound for the Rebels. The right-handed Netzer. Now this is Netzer's second start of the season. His record, 1-0. He won on his last outing. After 1 game, his ERA at 2. When he's on, he owns the plate. To get it going for the Tip-Tops here, Myers. He's a right-handed batter. On the year, his average at .105. He's walked twice in his 23 trips. He stands in. Netzer staring in, ready to work. Netzer to the wind. Myers jacks 1 to deep left. Jones retreats. Still going back to the track, to the wall, and puts it away. 1 down. Shaw, bat in hand. On the season, hitting at .211. He's walked 3 times in his 22 trips. Al can get on. Netzer is ready to fire it in. Now the delivery. Just off the corner, a base on balls. Netzer was trying to be a little too fine. Well, Evans up the bat. For Brooklyn, 1 down. Shaw down at first. batting .235. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked 3 times in his 22 trips. Shaw at first has wings. Pitcher Netzer set to go. Netzer cranks it up. This one is hit. It may carry. It's way back. Jones makes the catch at the track. That's the second out. Shaw gets back to first. Now coming up, Hoffman. Batting .273. Berry set. The pitch. High and inside. Shaw is off to the races. Here's a peg for Berry. Going to be close. And he slides in safely. That's his first steal of the season. Hoffman ready to take on Netzer again. Pitcher Netzer set to go. Shaw trying to look casual as he edges toward third. He comes home. Over but low, and Hoffman takes first, setting up the force. That was Hoffman's first walk of the season. 2 away, Shaw at second, Hoffman at first. The bottom of the first inning. Left-handed hitter Cooper gets set to bat against Netzer. Carrying a .300 average, 1 homer, 4 ribbies. He has yet to walk. Cooper now ready. Netzer put on the rubber. Netzer poised. The runners take their lead. The pitch, pop foul behind first. Lewis is over. He's under it and hauls it in. That'll do it for Brooklyn. No runs on no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. They couldn't get the runners home. No score. We head for the top of the second inning. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Berry, Holly, and Lewis. Berry leading it off. There's no telling what Claude can do at the plate. Berry stands in. Catcher ready. The pitch. Routine grounder to second. Hoffman scoops it. Flips to first. Bad throw. But Myers gets his foot on the bag. 1 away. Here's the right-handed Holly to take his swings. 1 down. He can surprise you at the plate. To date, batting .3 was 19. He has yet to walk. He's stolen 1 base. You don't see Ed on much. Marion looking in. Now Marion pitches. Swung on. A squibber in front of the plate. Marion is in. Picks it up. Spins, fires to first in time. We have Lewis coming up to hit. 2 away. Jack will deliver an occasional hit. To date, 4 hits in 18 trips. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once. He's stolen 1 base. Marion ready. Now he comes home with it. Grounded hard wide of third. Westerzill just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. For the final out. The Tip-Tops retire the side in order. No score here after 1.5. For Brooklyn here in the second. Westerzill, Land, and Gagnier. To get it going, Westerzill. To date, his average at 190. He has 2 RBIs. He has yet to walk. He stands in. Now Netzer ready. Here's a pitch from Netzer. Lined, Holly leaps. But he won't get it, and Westerzill is on at first. Now at bat, Land. A very steady hitter. To date at bat, 5 for 17. No walks yet. Westerzill at first has wheeled. Grover waits. Netzer gets set to work on him. Westerzill is off with a pitch. It's lifted high to shallow left. Jones running in. He's under it and makes the catch. 1 down. Westersill scampers back to first. Here comes Gagnier to take his cuts. His recent track record at the plate isn't good at all. On the season, 4 for 16. No walks yet. Pitcher Netzer eyeing Gagnier. Now he's ready. Netzer comes home. Gagnier squibs it to the left side. A swinging bunt. Lennox charges it, picks it up, guns it to first, and they get him. 2 gone. Westersill moves to second on the play. Here's a pitcher, Marion. The Tip-Tops have 2 away. Westersill down at second. Offensively this season, he's 0 for 1. Right-hander Netzer ready. Westersill trying to look casual as he edges toward third. He lets it go. And Marion is caught looking. That's 3 away. For the Tip-Tops, no runs on 1 hit. They couldn't get the runner home. No score in the game. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Netzer, Savage, and Jones to bat next. Netzer leading off the 3rd. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 4. Marion focuses in on the target. The pitch. Grounded hard to Westersill. Backhand stab, and it is by him. Base hit. Cooper is in. He'll hold Netzer to a single. One on. Next up, Savage. Netzer at first has wheeled. Savage now ready. Right-handed Marion goes to the set position. They're holding Netzer. But he's well off the bag. Marion comes to the plate. Grounded to Hoffman. He fires to Gagnier at second. Out. Over to Myers at first. And he's safe at first. But they get the lead runner. 1 away. For Pittsburgh, Savage on at first. 1 down. The next Rebels batter is Jones. He's a left-handed batter. Savage stretches his lead. Marion gets set to pitch. The pitch. Jones hangs out a frozen rope. Left field. Cooper charges in for it, but he'll have to short hop it. Savage is rounding second, but the coach is signaling to stop. Savage stops at second as the throw comes in, and Davey has himself a single. Second hit for Jones in the game. All right, Lennox steps up to face Marion. Runners at first and second. 1 gone. His average now at .333. Ed has driven home 3 runs for the season. Lennox steps up to the plate. Marion sets up on the rubber again. Righty against righty. Land crouched down now. The runners take their lead. And the pitch comes in. Half swing by Lennox. The pitch was low. Did he hold up? No. Lennox will grab some pine. That's 2. Savage at second. Jones at first. 2 gone. The top of the 3rd inning. Here's Oakes to hit for the Rebels. Batting left. On the season, Oakes has 4 runs batted in. The batter stands in. Marion is on the slab. Marion takes a sign from Land. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Marion comes in. Picks it up. Fires to first. And gets him by a step to retire the side. The line for the Rebels. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They leave 2. A good chance goes by the board. Still no score. Tip-Tops coming up. Brooklyn now will send out the top of the order. Myers, Shaw, and Evans. Myers will get it started for the Tip-Tops. He bats right. Berry ready to receive. Netzer to the wind. A healthy cut by Myers, but he sends it straight up. Berry flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. One away. Shaw, bat in hand. When the Tip-Tops need a base runner, Shaw is the guy they want up there. Shaw takes his stance. Netzer will go to work on him. Netzer into the wind. Shaw hits one high, hard, right field. But it won't be enough. Savage covers it. It looked for a minute like it was gone. 2 away. Evans coming up. Berry set. The pitch. He swings, but he held up. Nope, he went too far. Steve is down on strikes. That's 3 away. So the Tip-Tops go quietly. We still have a scoreless tie as we go to the top of the 4th inning. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Bradley, Berry, and Holly. Bradley to lead it off for the Rebels. Right-hander. Marion gets set to pitch. He delivers. Line drive base hit to right. Shaw fields it and throws it to second. A clean single for Bradley. Berry, bat in hand. Bradley can hightail it. He stands in. Right-hander Marion, ready. The pitch. Hit deep. Evans takes 3 steps to his right, backs. He's got it, and there's 1 away. Bradley gets back to first. 1 out, 4th inning, 1 on. Right-handed batter Holly steps up to face Marion. Marion set. Marion cranks it up. Holly jacks one to deep left. Cooper retreats. His back against the fence and puts it away. 2 away. And Bradley returns to first. Right-handed hitter Lewis gets set to bat against Marion for Pittsburgh. 2 gone. Bradley down at first. Marion looking in at the target. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Side retired. The half for the Rebels. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. Still scoreless. Tip-Tops due to bat. For Brooklyn, it'll be Hoffman, Cooper, and Westerzill. To get it going for the Tip-Tops here, Hoffman. Solly steps up. Netzer poised. Netzer winds and fires. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Oakes is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Hoffman hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brakes. The coach is holding him up. Double for Hoffman. 1 on. Now Cooper to face Netzer. Batter set. Netzer is on the slab. Checks Hoffman at second. Hoffman now with an aggressive lead. He's on with a leadoff double. Netzer rocks and fires. He squares. Bunted down the first base line. Bradley barehands it. Then throws to third. The throw's offline. Hoffman slides in safely. No error called. Cooper has himself a successful sacrifice. for Brooklyn. Hoffman at third. Cooper at first. Nobody out. We have Westersill coming up to hit. Tex has driven home 2 runs for the season. Very tough to strike out. Tex ready. Netzer put on the rubber. The ball's hidden in his mitt. Checks the runners. Infield back at double play depth. The pitch. Slow chopper toward short. Hoffman is headed home. Holly is over. He'll go to first and gets him. But the run scores, and Cooper moves to second. And the Tip-Tops break the tie and now lead 1-0 here in the fourth. That gives Westersill 3 RBI on the season. Land is stepping up to hit against Netzer for Brooklyn. Cooper on second, 1 out. Land now ready. Netzer prepares to come home. Cooper stretches his lead off second. Netzer brings it to the plate low. Ball. The steal is on. Big jump. Berry with a desperation throw. And they get him. 2 away. Land back in the box. Now Netzer ready. The pitch. Line to right. Savage will play it on the hop. And Land is on with a single. Now Gagnier to face Netzer. Bats right. Land on at first. 2 outs. Netzer prepared to work. Netzer over the offering. Pulled sharply to Lennox. Just out of reach. Jones is racing to the line. Still after it. Still running. He's there. Picks it up. Land is around third. They're waving him in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And lands. Out. Just missed getting in. Oh, those Rebels. They nip him trying to score. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. Schendel has his boys running, but he comes up short here. The half for the Tip-Tops. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They break the deadlock. 4 complete here in Brooklyn. The score now stands 1-0. Tip-Tops as we head for the top of the 5th inning. Netzer, Savage, and Jones to bat next. Pitcher Netzer to lead it off. Marion gets set to pitch. The pitch. Base hit center field. Evans is over. Scoops it up. And Netzer holds first for the single. The tying run is on. Second hit for Netzer in the game. Savage up there. Savage is hitless in 2 at-bats. Netzer at first is a speedster. Marion is on the slab. Checks Netzer on first. Trying to take a step away from him. They're holding Netzer. But he's well off the bag. Now he throws to first. And Netzer is back easily. Marion gets the ball back. Now he's set again. The pitch. Upstairs with a fast one. Savage doesn't offer. And that's ball number 4. And Savage will get down to first. And there's a runner in scoring position. And that's the first walk issued by Marion. The Rebels have no one out. Runners at first and second. Down by 1. Pittsburgh now sends Jones to bat, hitting from the left side. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game. A chance to drive in a run here. Marion on the rubber. Right-hander Marion. Ready. Body rigid. The runners take their lead. The pitch. The ball is chopped out over the mound. Gagnier gets to it in front of second. No play at second. Fires to first. The throw's off the bag. Safe all around, and the bases are loaded. Score that E6 on Gagnier. The tying run is now at third base. The table is set. No one out. Netzer, Savage, Jones around the diamond. Lennox will bat next for Pittsburgh. A right-sider. Ed can get on. Ed has 3 RBIs this season. He already has a hit in this game. No room at the end. Lennox readying himself. Flexes his right hand. Marion inspects the ball. He bangs his spike on the front side of the rubber to clear the dirt. Lennox takes his place in the box. He digs in deep with his spikes. Plays a little flute with his fingers on the bat handle. Loosens his grip slightly. Leans in. Marion climbs a mound. Marion looking home. Tip-Tops playing for the double play. Here's the pitch. Lined hard to right. Base hit. Shaw is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Netzer scores. Tie game. Savage is around third. Jones is around second. They're waving Savage in. They're holding Jones with second. Here comes a throw home. Jones is going for third on the throw. And Lennox is headed for second. Here's a play at the plate, and he's safe ahead of the throw. And there's a play at second, and he's safe easily. Good heads-up play. So the single drives in 2, and the Rebels take the lead from the Tip-Tops. They now lead by 1, 2-1. And this crowd has gone silent. That gives Lennox 5 RBI on the season. The next Rebels batter is Oaks. He's a left-handed batter. Runners at second and third. Carrying a .227 average, he has outstanding bat control. Marion stretches his arms above his head. The ump is dusting off the plate. So now, Oaks in the box. Loosens his grip slightly. Waits for the pitch. Marion sets up on the rubber again. Tip-Tops playing for the out at first. The runners take their lead. Here's the delivery. Oaks bruises it, heading for the gap in left center. Base hit. Center fielder Evans scoops it up. Jones scores. Lennox is around third. They're waving Lennox in. Here comes a throw home. Oaks is going for second. Here's a play at the plate, and he's safe easily. And the play goes to second, and he's in easily. So the single drives in 2, and the Rebels now lead 4-1. It's now Bradley, the bat. He swings from the right side. Still no outs. Oaks standing out at second. He already has a hit in this game. His average now at .350. Right-hander Marion ready. Oaks stretching his lead. Here's a pitch from Marion. Swung on. Base hit down the line to right. Shaw gallops for it. He has it. Oaks rounds third. They're waving Oaks in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate, and he's out by inches. Go to town, Tip-Tops. They cut off the run. And the aggressive base running does not pay off. That's one less the Tip-Tops will have to score. Bradley holds it first for the single. Now Berry to face Marion. 1 away. 4 runs in. His average at .150. Marion staring in, ready to work. Here he comes. He takes it the other way, down the line to right. Into the corner. Bradley racing for third. Berry headed for second. Bradley digging. He will score. Shaw plays the carom, the throw to third. The relay, the slide, and he's safe. The throw was just a bit wide. Triple and an RBI for Berry. So a run scores on Berry's first triple. This ball game now 5-1 for Pittsburgh. The 10th hit in this game. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Holly. Carrying a .143 average. He can be fanned. And here comes Tip-Tops manager Schendel. He's asking Marion for the ball. Coming in to pitch is Chappelle, the right-hander. So Marion goes 4 1/3. His line, 5 runs, 4 earned on 10 hits, 1 walk. He fans 2. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. For Chappelle, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He'll try to hold him to let the tip-tops get back in it. Chappelle takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Holly stands in. Chappelle set. Infield drawn in. He lets one go, scorched, and caught back. Chappelle, 2 away. Berry holds safely. Lewis getting ready to go. He's hitting .222. Catcher Land sets his target. The pitch from Chappelle. Swung on, foul tip. Held by Land. Strikeout. And Berry is stranded. That's 3 away. The half for the Rebels. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 1. And they storm back to take the lead in this game. We've played 4.5. Rebels with the edge, 5-1. The tip-tops will have Chappelle, Myers, and Shaw here in the 5th. To get it going, Chappelle. Chappelle, ready. Netzer, prepared to work. Tip-tops, manager Schendel, looking at his score sheet. Schendel is yanking Chappelle. He's sending Murphy to the plate. That's right. He shoulders a bat and heads toward the plate. So Chappelle goes 2/3 of an inning. The line on him, no runs on no hits. To get it going, Murphy. Berry sets up. The pitch. Routine grounder to Holly. He's up with it. Over to first, and Murphy is retired. 1 away. Now coming to bat for the tip-tops, Myers. Myers ready. Berry crouched down now. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 down. Here comes Shaw to take his cuts. Netzer ready. Swung on and missed. That's a Linda Ronstadt. You know, a blue bayou. And Shaw is gone. 3 down. So the tip-tops go down to 1, 2, 3. Tip-tops trailing by 4. Netzer, Savage, and Jones due up for Pittsburgh. Peters is coming on to pitch for the tip-tops. For Peters, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He'll try to hold him to let the tip-tops get back in it. To get it going, Netzer. Peters is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Land sets up. The pitch. Grounded hard to Westersill. Backhand stab, and it is by him. Base hit. Cooper is in. He'll hold Netzer to a single. That's Netzer's 3rd hit of the game. Rebels hitter Savage. Savage, 1 free ticket in 3 trips, and he scored once. Peters gets set to pitch. Netzer, 2 full strides off first. He cranks and fires. Swung on. 1 hop at a second. Shovels to Gagnier for 1. Back to first, double play. Here comes Jones to take his cuts. The batter stands in. Peters looking home. Peters winds and fires. Slow bounder to the right side. Myers to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Peters. just in time for the Rebels. No runs, 1 hit. Rebels still leading by 4 and will go to the home half. Pittsburgh will now face the heart of the Tip-Tops lineup. Evans, Hoffman, and Cooper coming up. Evans to lead it off, hitting at .211. Berry sets up. The offering from Netzer. Grounded to the right side, and Lewis gloves it. The throw in plenty of time. 1 away. Hoffman, bat in hand. Hoffman can get on for you, although he's yet to walk this season. Berry sets up. The pitch. High and tight. The ump says ball 4. And Hoffman will get down to first. Now coming up, Cooper. Cooper steadies his bat. Netzer looking home. First baseman Bradley ready for a throw from Netzer. Netzer kicks and delivers. Swung on. Grounded to Lennox at third. Only 1 play. The long throw to first. Got him. 2 gone. Hoffman moves to second on the play. Westerzill up there. He singled earlier. Westerzill settles himself in the box. Netzer is ready to fire it in. Netzer looks back at Hoffman on second. Netzer with the pitch. Grounded to short. Holly charges. Takes it on the short hop. Throws quickly. And that retires the side. The half for the Tip-Tops. 0-0-0. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Rebels over their Tip-Tops. 5-1. The Rebels now send up the heart of their order to face Peters, Lennox, Oaks, and Bradley. Lennox will start the 7th. Now hitting at .350. Lennox ready. Peters ready. The pitch from Peters. Check swing. Ball 4. And he trots down to first. Oaks up. Oaks is 1 for 3. He's driven in 2. Right-hander Peters ready. Lennox bluffs going. The pitch swung on. Strike. There goes Lennox. Land with a quick release. The tag. Lennox has this base wrapped up. He's safe at second. That's his first steal of the season. So Oaks will get back in there. Peters set. Lennox edges a bit more off second. The pitch. There's a low liner to left. It's a long run in for Cooper. And he's got it on the run. Lennox is tagging, but they're holding him at second as the throw comes in. Bradley, bat in hand. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game. Now batting .381. The batter stands in. Peters focuses in on the target. Lennox edges a bit more off second. The pitch, high and away. And it gets by Land. He scrabbles. Lennox moves up. Bradley back in the box. Right-hander Peters ready. He pops it up. Myers is running back. It's over near the stands. He reaches into the crowd, and he makes the catch. Lennox is tagging. They're waving him home. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Just missed getting in. Double play. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. He was going all the way, and they finished his story at the front door. And Lennox, not happy. He's arguing with the ump. But the manager cools him down. Side retired. for the Rebels. 0-0. Rebels up 5-1. Okay, all you Rebels fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. The Tip-Tops will send out the bottom of the lineup. Land, Gagnier, and Peters. Land will lead it off. His average now at .316. Netzer poised. The pitch. It's looped to right. Savage coming on, but he won't get it. And Land is on at first. That's Land's second hit of the game. Now at bat, Gagnier. Right-hander Netzer ready. Tip-Tops skipper Schendel walking down the bench. He's calling on his reserves, so the lefty Anderson will bat. Schendel trying for the platoon advantage. He grabs a bat, heads out. Anderson to bat. Anderson stands in. Netzer looking in at the target. Netzer brings it home. Yanked to right. Base hit. Savage fields the ball. Land is around second. But the coach flashes a stop sign. He'll hold at second. As the throw comes in, the Tip-Tops put 2 singles back-to-back, and that's his first hit this season. Here comes Peters to take his cuts. Rube taking his first at bat of the season. Netzer gets set to work on him. Infield drawn in a few feet. The runners take their lead. The pitch is on the way. High fly ball to left. Jones moves under it, taps his glove, and brings it down. Both runners are tagging, but they're holding them as the throw comes back in. One away. Land at second. Anderson at first for Brooklyn. We have Myers coming up to hit. Happ does not get extra base hits. Netzer looking in. The pitch to Myers. Pop foul behind third. Lennox is over. He's under it and makes the catch. And the runners hold. Two on, the bottom of the 7th inning. Shaw, the hit. Hitting 190. Netzer gets set to work on him. The delivery from Netzer. And Shaw is caught looking. That's 3 away. The half for the Tip-Tops. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They leave 2. An opportunity wasted. We've played 7. Tip-Tops still down by 4. Berry, Holly, and Lewis to bat next. For the Tip-Tops, Hoffman moves to shortstop. Another defensive change by Schendel. For the Tip-Tops, Schendel now has Delahanty playing second base. Anderson is out of the game. Berry leading it off. Now Peters ready. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball right field. Shaw moves under it, back pedals, and takes it in. 1 away. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Holly. Right-hander Peters ready. The pitch. Holly hits a comebacker. Peters knocks it down, barehands it, and throws to first. Bang, bang! And the ump calls Holly out. Lewis is now up. Batter ready. Peters poised. He delivers. On the hand, popped up. Delahanty is calling for it. He's under it. And he makes the catch. 3 away. So the Rebels go down 1-2-3. The score is still 5-1 Pittsburgh as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Tip-Tops now send up the heart of their order to face Netzer, Evans, Hoffman, and Cooper. Evans to lead it off. Evans is a guy who'll battle you to get on. Netzer looking home. To the plate. It's off his elbow. Evans in pain, but he seems to be okay. And he trots down to first. Next up, Brooklyn hitter Hoffman. Late inning looking for instant runs. The batter stands in. Berry crouched down now. First baseman Bradley right on the bag. He lets it go. Grounded deep into the hole. Holly is over. He's got it. The long throw to first. And that's out number 1. Evans moves up. Now coming to bat for the Tip-Tops, Cooper. Cooper steps in. Pitcher Netzer set to go. Evans at second takes a big lead. He lets it go. Slice toward short, and he has it in the air, and that's the second out. Westerzel is now up. He already has a hit in this game. In the box now. Right-hander Netzer goes to the set position. Evans edges a bit more off second. Netzer brings it. Westerzel tops it down the third baseline. Lennox gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. Bradley scoops it on one hop, and Westerzel is retired. That'll do it for Brooklyn. No runs on no hits. There were no errors. 1 left on. They had a chance but could not convert. After 8, it's still 5-1. Rebels. Netzer, Savage, and Jones due up for Pittsburgh. Netzer will start the 9th. Peters is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Netzer dribbles it toward third. Westerzel will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Netzer, and that's out number 1. Savage walking up the bat. Peters poised. The delivery. Savage strokes it sharply toward short. Hoffman into the hole. Plants himself for the long throw. Guns it hard to Myers. Got him. And that's the second out. Jones coming up. Peters poised. Peters into the wind. Scorched back through the box. It caroms off his leg. Hoffman charges over. Bang, bang, play at first. Jones is out. Peters shakes it off. He'll be all right. That's 3 away. So the Rebels go quietly. We've played 8 1/2. Tip-Tops down 5-1. Bottom of the lineup, Land, Delahanty, and Peters coming up. Here's Land to start it off. It will take divine intervention to save the Tip-Tops. Netzer will go to work on him. The pitch. Batted slowly toward first. Bradley feels it and feeds Netzer coming over for the putout. Delahanty now up. Netzer poised. The pitch comes in. Hard shot to the right side, and it's through. Base hit for Delahanty. The Tip-Tops need to string something together right here. Netzer will go to work on him. Tip Tops manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. Schendel is recalling pitcher Peters. Watson will now hit for him. Bats left. He breaks off a willow branch. Heads to the box. So Peters goes 4 innings. The game for Peters. No runs on 1 hit. Watson to bat. The Tip Tops need to string something together right here. Pitcher Netzer eyeing Watson. Now he's ready. Delahanty takes a good lead. Now Netzer comes home with it. Ooh! Watson flails the air, but fails to make contact with the wall. He heads back to the bench. 2 gone. Myers to face Netzer. Myers ready to bat. Netzer looking home. Tip Tops manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. Trying to make it happen. Coming into bat for Myers. Griggs. That's Myers. Out. Griggs to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders the bat and heads toward the plate. Griggs getting ready to go. Pitcher Netzer eyeing Griggs. Now he's ready. Netzer now. Griggs lines one deep to right. Savage racing back. He has it. And that's it. So it goes. The Tip Tops lose, and the Rebels take it. They get the 5-1 decision. Here's the line for the Rebels. 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They leave 6. For the Tip Tops, a run on 7 hits, 1 miscue for the Tip Tops, and they leave 9. Netzer gets his second win. His record now 2-0. Marion takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So the Rebels gain a step in this 4-game series. They now stand at 3-zip. For the Rebels, they have been playing very well, now with 5 straight wins for the Rebels. Overall, they now stand at 5-1. The Tip Tops now with 3 losses in a row. In the next game, they'll go after the Tip Tops again. That puts the wraps on this one. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Brooklyn. Final score, Pittsburgh Rebels 5, Brooklyn Tip Tops 1.